What's up guys, YST here and welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. And joined by me today is my partner in crime, Mr. Nub Raids. How you doing today, bro?
Good. I'm good. I'm getting hyped up for this weekend as well, where I'm going to see you in person
Oh my
for the
god.
first time ever. I know.
Yeah.
Well, are you actually real or are you an AI creation? All will be revealed.
Yeah, guys, I'm actually going to pick you up from the airport tomorrow at the time of recording this. And it might not be me, it might just be Genzi coming out of the car. Like,
It might be.
This is all a facade, it's all fake. But yeah, have you been to the UK before? Or
Oh yeah. Several times, yeah.
oh, is it? Okay. It'll be interesting. We'll see.
Yeah, it's been a good few years though. It's probably been about 10 years since I was last
Oh
over.
really?
So
Oh, that should be it. Should be cool. But yeah, guys,
yeah.
what we're gonna be doing is actually like we're gonna be seeing Hell Hades, Deadwood Jedi, I believe Scratch, maybe Cold Brew, Nub's coming over. It's gonna be a big creator meetup in London, so it's gonna be quite surreal, right? All the people we've been working alongside for over the years, and I've met a few of the guys, but I've not met Deadwood or Scratch and stuff yet. So or you, of course. So it'd be cool.
It's always weird seeing people that you just know from the screen actually in person. Like I've had that before covering like Blizzard games, and then meeting people at like BlizzCon. And I'm like, oh, this is strange. It's not right. It's not right.
Now, can you imagine one dude's gonna be walking down Oxford Street like this with his phone, right? And like watching what he's gonna be rewatching the Hydra clash with all of us in it. He's gonna look up like this. Everyone's just walking towards him like it's 4D. All right, guys. Back to this video, getting a bit off topic here. What we're going to be doing is breaking down our most underrated rares in 2023 and the reasons of why we feel they're underrated as well. So we've got around 5 to 6 or 7 champions each, depending on if we clash with any of our picks, as we've kept them a bit of a secret with on each side. And yeah, just want to see the ones that we're valuing in this day and age and where we value them. So do you want to kick us off with the first rare that you really like in this game? That's underrated.
I'm really excited for this because I think I've got some good ones. We'll see. Okay, so my first pick, I have shown this guy before once. It's Gear Grinder from the Ogren Tribes.
Ooh, I like this one.
So he's a Void rare. But what is so good about this and where I used him and where I think he's really nice, I actually used him when I did a challenge, which was to try beat Hydra using only rare champions, which was a really bad. I managed it, but it's damn hard. But he comes in, he's got a revive, actually really good revive. I think it's the best rare revive actually on his A3. And he has a nice AoE heal on his A2. And then his A1 actually puts out little continuous heals on himself. So what you can actually do, you can actually have this guy be a mischief tank in Hydra, believe it or not. Like if you get him with some revenge accessories or retaliation, you get him with good HP, decent-ish speed, but you need lots of resistance. But if you do that, right, he can come in and he can just keep doing his A1, building up those continuous heals, and Head of Mischief targets him, he resists it, and you're all good. And then he's bringing in a revive. He's got an AoE heal if you need it as well. So yeah, I actually think this guy's super good. He's actually really good, even just for the revive, for just general content.
Yeah,
it's a brilliant revive.
Yeah, no, he's actually surprised me as well. I didn't realize that revive is actually pretty significant. Like the turn meter field, the 50% HP. It's not like a 20% turn meter, 20% HP. It's actually very impactful on a 5-turn.
Yeah, like I think most rares are. Like I off the top of my head, I think Reliquary Tender, for example, is probably like 20% HP. Like they come back squishy, He actually brings them back in a good state. She's 30% HP, 30% turn meter. Like the extra chunk makes a big difference.
This dude's jacked up as well. I wouldn't want to get smacked up by him. My God.
I know, right?
All right, so the first one for me is going to be from the Demon Spawn faction, and we're going to be going into a Diabolist, who's a rare farmable champion. And what it comes down to is base speed 110. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, this has to be up there one of the fastest rares, if not the fastest in the game, right?
Yeah, it's even faster than most legendaries. There's maybe 5 legendaries faster.
But what makes her so cool is you can get her farmable wise from the 12-free Brutal campaign, which many players like to farm. And what she does is it's very similar to a budget Deacon Armstrong. Deals the turn meters of all allies by 15%, whilst also decreasing the turn meters of all enemies by 15%. So in that starting up phase in the arena, you can use this to your advantage, very similar to a Deacon. You just don't get the drop defense value. but also has a 30% increased speed, not like a 15%, and also attacks all enemies in the same skill, opening the opportunity for Hydra boss progression, right? If you don't have an increased speed option, or even for speed tuning in the clan boss, if that's what you need, she's able to do that. And then just a little bit of a sleep on the A1, doze off some enemies, but the main two highlight skills would be these two here.
Yeah. She's really good. She's really good. I forgot that her base speed was that insanely high as well. That is actually nuts.
Yeah, and one other thing as well is like if anyone wants to put them in a stun set, maybe for like some of those secret rooms, can have a lot of value with this A2 as well because it actually attacks all enemies.
Cool. All right.
Here we go.
My next pick is Sentinel. He's a barbarian, I believe.
Sentinel.
Yeah.
I kind of not. Is that dude that does like a 360 before he hits someone? This guy.
Yeah, he does. He spins his thing around like mad. Yeah.
When I first, this is some nostalgic value. Back in the day, right? I thought he was the best champion in the game. Like I looked at the gold armor and I was like, "Yo, this guy is sick." This is when I first started doing guys, like 4 years ago. But yeah, what I like about it? That's cool.
So he actually is really good. So check out his A1, right? His A1, attack one enemy, 60. Now that books up to an 85% chance to provoke if this attack is critical.
Wow.
And that's what's so good, right? So people struggle to find provoke champions for Hydra, right? You've got a rare here that's actually a very, very, very reliable provoke option to bring in. He's got terrible base speed, 86 over there. It's miserable compared to Diablo. But it can be enough, right?
Yeah.
But the main place that he's amazing is obviously the Magma Dragon. He's the right affinity for all the rotations of the Magma Dragon. I remember doing some weird stuff with epics, trying to be consistent with that Magma Dragon. I was like, wait a second, there's this rare that has an amazing provoke. I was using like Black Knight and stuff, and it's like, hey, this guy's better than Black Knight.
Yeah.
His A1. What is going on? So yeah, it's actually phenomenally good. Then he has, like you see there, the AoE decrease attack, which gives him some general usefulness, and he's super tanky with his passive. He heals himself, and he can crit, and you do build him with crit, so yeah, tons of healing. So yeah, he's actually really good champ if you're looking for a provoke. You don't need the War Chiefs and the Black Knights and that nonsense. Get yourself a Sentinel.
Yeah,
only rare books needed. It's
really good actually. He's got 100% heal reduction. Like some champions such as Skull Crusher's got a 50% heal reduction. So it could have some value for some Doom Tower progression or having some mitigated damage on the waves. Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised at a relatively good kit here. The HP as well, really high. Like 19k is not a joke for a rare. Pretty decent.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you go.
I'm actually happy about that one. All right, so next up for me is going to be Nohorn from the Skinwalkers faction, I think. No one from here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, see? This is how good he is, guys. I'm looking at the epics there. You see that? So, Nohorn stands as one of the best provokers in the game, right? We've got places a provoke debuff on all enemies for 1 turn, which is nice on a 3-turn cooldown. But because it's a placement skill, we don't have to worry about those affinity disadvantages, leading back to what you said about Sentinel. If that's all you're wanting for, like maybe the Hydra, Head of Decay, or whatever that may be, he's a very viable option. He's also got attacks one enemy, damage increases according to how much HP he loses, and also places an unkillable buff on his champion for 2 turns. So maybe like if you're in the secret rooms or whatever that may be, provoking followed by unkillable, very similar. I look at him as a budget, what's her name? Umbral Enchantress, weirdly, because she places the provokes and then the unkillables, and he does a very similar thing, but on 2 separate skills.
Yeah.
I think he's a really good option for players, personally.
Yeah, he's very good. Yeah, there's some nasty HP secret rooms, like rare only and stuff, and he's like MVP for that because he can lock them out, which is so important.
Yeah. What I tend to do was you put him in a reflex build that's like infinite provokes, like provokes. But what I do want to know, who is this dude down here? Oh man, Nohorn. What are you doing? That looks like Kale.
Might be.
Oh, Kale.
Might be.
Kale's sniffing his crack. Look at him.
I'd never even noticed that before.
Yeah, neither did I.
Amazing.
Easter eggs. All right. Easter eggs.
My next one, we're going to Demon Spawn.
Ooh.
And we're going with Marquez.
Oh, nice.
Do you know about Marquez?
Yeah, I think I seen a video from MTG back in the day where she smacks.
She hits insanely hard. So what's nice about her, she is a defense-based damage dealer. So I'm thinking particularly for live arena, that gives you a pretty nice option. She's a rare. And the nice thing about it, right? no one is going to ban your rare champion just on principle. They're going to be like, no way, man. So you can put your best gear on this champion, bring her into live arena, and she could be surprisingly good. So her A2, right? It's an AoE that has a chance to place weaken, and then it does extra damage to enemies under weaken debuff. I believe she has something like a. Let me check on hellhades.com real fast. She's got a crazy multiplier. Crazy. I think it's like a 4 baseline, and then she hits for an extra 3. It's 4.6 on the just basic AoE, and then she gets a 3 defense multiplier on a second AoE that hits people with weaken. So 7.6 multiplier total. Her base defense isn't super high, but I mean, most defense nukers are hitting for like a 4 multiplier. She's got almost double that. So she actually smacks. So you can pair her with someone that will do a reliable weaken, or you can just leave it. She has a 5 multiplier on her single target A1 and a 6.5 multiplier on her single target A3, which is also 100% chance to freeze, hilariously. So she's actually a really good damage dealer that people won't expect. So yeah, I mean, if you got a good increased defense champion, I actually genuinely think she's a good option for live arena that will take most people by surprise.
I was thinking maybe if you pair her with a Rian the Conjurer, could probably be one of the best options. Stripping the bar space in a weekend, following it into this, and boom, crush the week.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, leading into number 3, I believe. There's a few options on here that I'm really. The way is I'm trying to put them in. Which one do I like the most here? I'm going to go for Master Butcher next. I think Master Butcher has some phenomenal value for players. Now, what this comes down to is the heat exchange when attacked will heal all allies equal to the amount of the damage taken. Does not work against bosses. And I know that in some Bomber videos we've spoken about before, this guy came up and basically works very similar to the Vogoth passive, right? Or the Grazor in a sense, where the Dread Bombs are not the boss. No, the Bomb was the boss. Dread Bombs are not the boss. So when they're dealing the 40% max HP, you're healing all allies equal to the amount of damage taken. And this is going to allow you to survive all of that onslaught, and pairing with a Vogoth as well, you get some great value. Also, revives a random ally with full HP when its champion is killed. So that's actually pretty nice as well. Like, if this guy if one of your teammates gets sniped, brings them back, and you could probably use another reviver to bring him back as well and get yourself in a nice cycle. He does place a provoke debuff on a target for 2 turns without the need for books, which I feel is very underrated. Thinking about those magma dragons or whatever that may be. Really nice, but it is on a 4-turn cooldown once you book it up. Increased crit rate on all allies, whilst also placing an increased attack on them as well, amplifying their damage. And the A1 I can also place a provoke. And it's like, when you speak about top tier rare champions, you can't not mention Master Butcher, man. Like, I think he's criminally underrated and not used enough. Even from me, I should be using him as well. But
yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, I've never actually used him. I did think about using him at one point, but I never actually did. And yeah, like you said, he's definitely one that we should be using way more. It's a great kit.
There's so much in there. It's like you got revives and heals and attack. It's just bonkers, man. Well, who have you been smacking up, Master Butcher? See all that blood on your weapon. This guy, oh man, who would you rather walk? If you're walking down the back alley, right, and you see Master Butcher there, and you're like towering over him, but he's looking like that at you. Are you running or are you fighting him?
Yeah, definitely running. Look at that smile. You know what? You know, I don't know what he's up to. Look at that beard. Oh no, getting out of there.
It's like looking in the mirror, Nubs. Look at that.
yeah, it is. That smile.
All right.
Okay, my next pick is going to be Judge from the Dark Elves.
Hey, don't judge him, please.
I like this guy. So Judge, what's nice about him, a few different things. He's actually brilliant for a lot of the secret rooms, so he's well worth keeping and building up for those when you get to them. But he's got, it's A2. It's a nice big AoE, right? AoE with the double hitter, fills his turn meter by 10% for each critical hit. So you can actually like just get another turn straight away against a wave, right? He can be super quick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's really good nuke. And then his passive is really interesting too. It does a ton of stuff, right? But with every hit, he's got a small chance. Give him a sniper mastery, make it 35%, to put decrease accuracy, or decrease speed, or decrease attack, or decrease defense. It only lasts for 1 turn, so it's not a long debuff. But it's the fact that they're the big versions of the debuff, which is very unusual for rares. They often do the smaller, weaker versions. He puts up the big versions, and yeah, you can get him running quick. So you can run him in like a stun set, have him very quick with crit rate. He'll do decent damage. he'll be taking lots of turns and pumping out lots of debuffs. But yeah, you can also just build him for damage. He hits really hard, and again, he's going to be quick. So
this is bonkers.
yeah, right.
No. Like, I knew he could do something like this, right? But I didn't realize it was on a 0-turn cooldown.
Yeah, that's just every time. Yeah.
So if you put him in Reflex or Relentless, right, and this guy is popping out this all the time.
Yeah.
Every single time he hits, he's got a chance to place the big versions of these. This is actually really nice filler champion for Hydra, I think.
Yeah. He could totally work for Hydra.
I value decreased accuracy a lot. And having that chance, obviously there is going to be an RNG element, but over the course of a longer battle, you can imagine all of these are going to be up at some point if you got control, right? So
yeah. There you go.
I judged you, Judge. I will never judge you again. I promise. Next up, we have got. Is it a skin? I don't want to. Is it Lizardman? Come on, YST. Oh, I got it wrong.
Oh no.
Where is he? Did I get it wrong again? Oh no.
Oh no.
You're probably thinking, who are you trying to choose here?
Yeah, I've no clue where we're going.
Oh my God. It doesn't seem like I do either.
What's their name?
I might need some help from you, okay?
Okay.
Where is Abyssal?
Oh, he's my last pick. He's Demon Spawn.
Oh, there we go.
He's my last one.
Well, I thought he was like a fairy dude. Like he's nice and fuzzy, like a cuddly bear. Oh, okay, maybe Demon. Demon Spawn might be fitting.
Yeah, it's just a normal goat, right? I saw one of them down the road the other day.
Oh man, this guy's some low-key variant. Look at him. Straight out of Marvel, this dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So who's going to be your last pick? Do you want to tell me why you like him, and then I'll tell you why I think he's
okay, so for me, specifically, it's his A1.
Okay.
Which has block buffs. That goes up to a 30% chance. You could, again, Sniper Mastery, get that 35%. But it's an AoE, right?
Mm-hmm.
AoE, 35% block buffs for 2 turns. So I'm thinking for Hydra, as a budget block buff champion, like that's amazing. You get him in something like retaliation sets or any revenge accessories, give him that chance to counterattack. You build him with good speed, a little bit of accuracy. And you can just have him slamming out that A1, even just have him only doing the A1.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, that actually works really well. You're going to have super consistent block buffs, and War Mastery is going to do decent damage as well. So even just only specifically for that, I think he's actually phenomenal champion. People can struggle. You know, they'd be like, I can't get another Ugo. Like, I'm struggling to find an epic that can give me block buffs for Hydra. You can run this guy, and he can make it work.
Yeah, no, he's really good. Like, even the increased defense, increased attack on all allies. Nice support. Yeah. We've got healing all allies. It's just a very simple kit, but it's just so nice. It's like, you know what you're getting on the paper. He's not trying to, set up some false hope for you. I like it. I think I might max him up because I actually really struggle in some of these rare kind of secret rooms and some of the support rooms. I feel like you'd have a lot of value to do the block buffs. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. And next, actually, do you want to lead into your next champion then? Because
that was it. They were my 5.
Oh, that was your 5.
Yeah, do you want more?
I got like 2 more, to be honest.
All right, go for it.
So we're gonna have. Oh, which faction is he from? YST. Come on. Please be in here. No. Oh man, I'm so terrible with this stuff. Sacred Order. He's got to be in here. He looks like one. There he is. Castigator. This champion not only looks cool, he's got like that hockey mask on, looks nice. Mm-hmm. But it all comes down to this skill here. So on the Holy Equity, heals the ally with the lowest HP by 20% of this champion's max HP. Then it equalizes the HP of all allies and grants this champion an extra turn. So very similar to like those, it reminds me of Senesha in a sense, or Walking Tomb Dreng does equalizing of HP, right? So he's basically... he was the ally with the lowest HP, 20%, and then boom, equalizes after that. So, yeah, I think he can have some nice value for faction wars maybe, or the secret ones once again. Pretty decent. He's got a Provoke A1, relatively decent chance, around 40%. So I wouldn't rely on that, but it's a nice little safety feature. And then receives less damage from targets under Provoke as well. But the main thing is, Holy Equity is a very nice heal on that. Pretty long cooldown, granted, but I think it's very valuable.
Yeah, he's actually really, really good champion. Yeah, if I was like free to play or like early game these days, like that would be a champion you'd be looking for sure.
Yeah,
get you through all the stuff.
And then the last one, oh man, I wrote too many here, Nubs. I'm trying to narrow it down. All right.
Okay.
If I could have one more here,
yes,
it'd probably be. Oh, we got two more. We got two more.
Okay, we got two
All
more.
right. First one's gonna be Kurzad, from the
Okay.
dwarfs. I think he should definitely made the list.
He was on my list originally, but
All right, do you break this one down then before I go into the last one?
Yeah, sure. I mean, he's got 2 AoEs basically. So I think that's really good for just good damage output. The 2 AoEs. Oh my gosh! But he also brings increased accuracy. I think it's the big version as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
On one of those AoEs. So yeah, big increased accuracy and the small decreased defense. It's a great move. So you can use him as an increased accuracy champ for anywhere you need increased accuracy. But yeah, just the 2 short cooldown AoEs, ripping through some damage, decreased speed A1. Like he's got some use for Iron Twins, right? Decreased speed A1, increased accuracy, not bad. Yeah, he's just a really, really solid rare champion. Stun set, raw damage, whatever you want. I use him in Faction Wars actually.
I've actually seen some players that's progressing, right? They value him for the Dark Fae, where they can't reach the accuracy thresholds. What they do is they do increased accuracy, a bit of drop defense in there, and then also that decreased speed as well. So it kind of covers a few bases. Granted, you've got other champions to kill the mirror copy.
Yeah, that's actually great. I mean, he could kill the mirror copy himself. He's got AoEs and such short cooldown. He's going to be reliably hitting them. That's actually a really good call. I hadn't thought of that. I like it. I like it.
Nice little dwarf there. But okay, last but not least is going to be from the... Oh, please, don't mess this up again. I am going to... I knew it.
Oh, no.
No, he's an orc. He's an orc. I remember it. We got this.
Yeah? Okay.
We got Ironclad. Where's Ironclad?
Ah, yeah.
Now, this is a champion I wasn't aware of until like quite recently, if I'm honest. But I've seen that it's nothing new. I think I watched a video from Ash. Basically comes down to this bloodburst because when he's healed, will attack all enemies inflicted to damage proportional to any surplus heal, and damage inflicted is equal to any 50% of that, right? So there's a lot. This actually surprised me in terms of damage output. Now, this is not going to be a meta changer like in the current meta trying to kill, the toppest of the top. But when you're progressing right, just having a way of like healing a champion with surplus and boom, is actually really satisfying to see. We do have removing of debuffs and an increased attack as well, so a nice little cleanse. And then a heal reduction on the A1 if you happen to need that for maybe the Nether Spider or whatever that may be, right? But
unique. So I use him in secret rooms. I think he's been nerfed for secret rooms. So in secret, what you do is you put him in an immortal set, right? Which gives you a tiny heal every turn. And then you can either put him in stun or poison. And basically the immortal set procs, and he'll do the AoE attack and stun or poison. Now, the thing was, it can also proc War Master with poison for sure, and I think for stun as well. It used to hit twice. I think it was one of those weirdly bug skills, like I think Mighty Uko is the most well-known example, with 2 chances to apply sets, and I think those have been fixed, so I don't think it works that well anymore, but it's still really good. But yeah, like he used to put out 2 small poisons AoE with every time he took a turn, which was insane for the secret rooms. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's been nerfed, and now he only gets the 1 shot at the sets with his passive, but it's still really, really, really good for that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that it could work like that. Maybe I need to give him a go.
Yeah.
But I definitely seen like a lot of people were saying in my comments and underrated champions and stuff that Ironclad is somebody I should be considering. So I did a bit of deep diving, and I was actually pretty surprised at what you could do.
Yeah.
Really unique. Like, I love unique champions. But apart from this Soulstone deal, get out of here. Did we get anything in here today? No, Taras. Maybe one day, Raid. But yeah, Mr. Nubby, appreciate you coming on to hang out with me today. We'll probably hang out again tomorrow in real life, and then the next
day.
Exactly. Yeah. Anything you want to say here before we
No, it's all good. See you soon.
Yeah. All right, guys, on that note, if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to hit that like, subscribe button. I will leave Nub's everything in the description below, the collab we did, and whichever channels he's got, I'm going to find every single one of them, and it will definitely be below. Have an amazing rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you guys in a video soon. Peace.